button.
This is the countdown to the Slade and Mayson show.
Not until I hit this button. Let's refresh the screen.
60,
There we
59,
go.
58,
This is a countdown
57,
to the Slade and Mason
56,
show.
55, 54.
This
53,
continues to be a countdown to the Slade and Mason
51,
show.
50, 49, 48.
You're listening to the
47,
countdown to the
46,
Slade and Mason show.
45, 44, 43.
This is the continued
42,
countdown
41,
to the Slade and Mason
40,
show.
39, 38.
Right now,
37.
you're listening
36,
to the countdown
35,
to the Slade and Mason
34,
show.
33.
Please stand
32,
by as you're
31,
listening to the countdown
30,
to the Slade
29,
and Mason show.
28, 27.
This,
26,
of course, the
25,
countdown to the Slade
24,
and Mason show.
23, 22.
This
is my
continue
favorite
on
show.
with the countdown to the
I watch
Slade
this
and
every
Mason
week.
show.
18,
I wouldn't miss
17,
it.
Stand
Wouldn't
by.
miss
16,
it.
We
Yeah.
are now
15,
delivering the countdown
14,
to the Slade and
13,
Mason show.
12, 11,
Yes,
Comes
10,
this is our countdown
9,
to the Slade and Mason
I love
show.
this part.
6,
Are you
5,
ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I feel like
3,
I'm falling.
2,
Here he comes.
1.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
I wanted to be just like him when I grow up.
Quack, 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 quack.
Yes.
Quack, 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 quack. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba,
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
And this is the Slade and Mason Show.
All right, the Slade and Mason show is all about you and us. It's like a radio program.
No, it isn't. Not like any radio program you'll ever hear.
We're just sharing with you news and stories and things that we see through the week. And it's our take on it, our approach, our look at it. Basically, we're just saying things you're thinking, but you'd never hear, never, ever hear on the radio. Look, we're just having fun. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy. Special thanks to Dano Music. And don't forget to check us out on Instagram at The Slade and Mason Show. That's with a Y in Mason. Why?
Because we love you.
That's right. Don't forget, we're also now on the ever-widening world of YouTube.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, just type The Slade and Mason Show, and you will come across us. And as always, you can check us out at olfw.com, where one day it'll be a real website, and we might actually have swag there for you. Yeah,
But
baby.
see, there's nobody going there. That's why we had to go ahead and expand so we could get those listenerships. So if you're listening on YouTube, first off, welcome and thank you. And do us a favor, subscribe and, again, tell your friends and all that kind of stuff.
So subscribe and hit the bell. The little bell lets you gets you notification, lets you know that we just posted yet another Slade and Mason Show program, and you have to, tell your wife that I can't talk to you right now. I gotta listen to the Slade and Mason Show. Yeah.
That's right. We want this to be must listen. Next week, I want to have at least 10 listeners.
Oh my gosh, that's huge, man. It's huge.
So good morning, Mr. Mason.
Good morning, Mr. Slade, and welcome
All
to
right.
Sunday.
Let me peel back the curtain here. So
Just a little bit.
I got up this morning and I got myself together and I was getting my mindset ready for the Slade and Mason show.
Mhm.
Well, I don't even know why I have a cell phone because I never check it. But this morning I got up and I looked at my phone because it's like I saw that there were two messages there and I thought, okay, well, what's this? All right. I opened up because I was expecting another message. Had something to do with car parts or something.
Okay, yes.
But there's this message from my partner. He says, I'm in the hospital with Helen. I'll most likely be here all night. Not sure if we'll be doing a Slade and Mason show tomorrow morning. Well, he sent that to me at 10:18 last night.
Mhm.
I didn't see it until about 7:10 this morning. So I called him. And sure enough, he was there. He was at home. And I said, well, again, I left it in his court because he said, well, again, maybe we shouldn't do it. Blah, 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 blah. I said, well, look, that's your call, man. You just let me know. I'm flexible either way. I'm already dressed. I've already showered and shaved. So, I'm ready for the day. And so here we are.
So there you go. This is the dedication we have for you guys. So I won't talk about what happened with Helen. She's fine. But
Just know that she's all right. Everything is
everything's
fine.
fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. So
All right.
we'll keep
Are
that
we
safe.
ready?
Is what?
Are you ready? Are
Oh,
you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, I gotta tell you, I just got another another notification on one
Who are we sharing
one of
with
my
now?
other videos. So the other thing I did was a prank. I don't think I've shared this with our audience yet. I have small children who really love Legos, and there is a Lego program called Ninjago. What I did was I found like an 11-second sequence of the very, very beginning. And it's always Sensei Wu who always says, episode 16, the search for the Holy Grail, right? So it's always this, like, he's very dramatic, and it's always his goofy voice there. So I did like a series of them. I got like 8 or 9 of them. Episode 420, Up in Smoke, or, one episode 100, bottles of beer on the wall, right? So I did one, which was episode 99, Red Balloons. And that's all it is. It's just 11 seconds. It's 11 seconds. How many?
99 Luftwaffe balloons.
99. Okay, so when I get in copyright rules, I will talk about copyright again. But anyway, so I decided to go ahead and I posted it, and I thought it was really kind of cute, and that was about it. It's 11 seconds. There are no Ninjago Lego episodes that are 11 seconds long. And before you click on the link, it will tell you right there on YouTube how long that video is. It says 11 seconds. Now, I'd like to share with you some comments I have read. Let's see. Cuphead 603 says, "Well, I officially hate you." Mimi Kayo Boycrafter says, "Fake." Really? Donut of Ninja said, "Not cool." We have, let's see.
You're reaching the ire of the YouTube community.
Yeah, they're all 8-year-olds. I have ASCII Mastal. Look, don't put your real name on here. Says, "Is fake." How come this guy has more dislikes than likes? I mean, this thing has like 800 negatives, and it's been seen like how many times has this been seen? Hold on, it's in the thousands. Thousands of people have clicked on this one. Let's see. Let's see. We got here. Zen Generation. What red balloons? Oh my god. My favorite. I just got an hour ago. It's from Turkey Ball.
Oh God.
And it's a picture of a blue, red, and green ball with a picture of a larger ball with the turkey symbol on it. It's from Turkey, with the crescent. And Turkey Ball says, I can't say that first word, but he says "you."
Oh, like if you were watching someone's word, if you were trying to read their lips, it would look like vacuum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Vacuum.
Yeah, vacuum. Fire truck.
Fire truck. You know what that reminds me of? It's like your Mad Libs at the Mad Magazine at the end. You'd have that one page that folds over.
Yeah.
when you unfold it, it says fire truck, but when you fold it up, it says something completely different.
Vacuum. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Well, good morning, Mr. Slade.
Good morning, Mr. Mayson. Yeah, that was quite the way to start out the morning. Like I said, I have done something and I have bruised a rib. And man, it's like when I laugh, and I laugh all the time, it hurts like hell.
We're gonna be in trouble today. So
Yes, we are. All right. Well, let me see here. I don't really have a rant, but I do have some things I want to share
sure.
with our lovely audience. First off, what is today's date?
Today is the 11th of Augusto.
And over most of the area here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, except I guess in Stafford.
No, it's for Stafford as well.
Okay, tomorrow, this is the sound that we're all going to be hearing. Because school's open!
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
All right, now before I get us in trouble, I think I actually got 12 seconds on there.
Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And but I did find out something very interesting this year. It's like, they take from the left hand and give to the right. They got this year. It's going to be 2 weeks out for Christmas.
Wow.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's usually only 10 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. So
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, just enjoy this 12 seconds apiece. Thank you, Andy Williams.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
we're gonna get slammed on that one.
Got it down to 11 seconds.
All right. Do you remember Well, I gotta tell you, it's funny. You remember last week we played a song called Skeet McDonald's "Big Family Trouble" on a 78 from like.
Yeah, did you get in trouble with that too?
Yippers, from like 1912 or something ridiculous like that. I guess he's not dead yet, so it's family or somebody has claimed it.
He'll get his 5 cents.
Yes, he will. Yeah, YouTube sent me a little note. Oh, well, it's okay. You can continue to have it, but we're going to have to share the revenue with him. Have a nice day. Bye.
Like I say, then make sure that they share the revenue with us too.
Yeah, they won't. No. So,
All right. So then we're talking as I called you up this morning as we got hooked up. And I happened to be looking for things. And I said, do you know, the Samoan people are a beautiful people. They really are.
You're going to do this one.
But they are usually very big people. I mean, like huge.
Yeah.
So this guy, his name is Israel Iz Kamawaka Wiwo.
Whoa, that was good.
Thank you. It's like that's because I played this before. And this guy, he makes me look like Dan Mayson. Because, I mean, this guy, one of his arms is as big as my thigh.
Oh, yeah. This fellow is.
He's 500 pounds if he is an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
But he also has this tender side.
Wake up where the clouds are far behind.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's it. Can't do
Wait a
anything.
minute. All right, that's
All right,
that's only
I'll
that was only 6 seconds.
There's way over the rainbow. Okay, so all right.
That
So,
was not Kamawaka.
well, it wasn't him.
That was Dan Mayson doing his best Tiny Tim imitation.
Okay, so
Anyway, and then there's okay. So I'm watching more into the video, and there's this chair.
well, not only that, but okay. So we have to imagine they're doing like it's almost like almost like a Sports Illustrated swimsuit type of those little teasers they have to get you interested to buy the magazine. It's the only time of the year that they sell like a lot of magazines. And sure as donuts, there he's just kind of like leisurely hanging out. He's in the pool, barely floating. He's in the ocean, just holding on for dear life as
Are you
people
looking
keep.
at the video right now?
No, I can't do it anymore.
Okay,
So
so it's at 117. He is sitting on a chair, or at least there's part of a chair behind him,
he's leaning on the chair.
and it looks like that it's he's got these blue pants on. I mean, there's a lot of blue pants, and
Uh,
it looks like his legs, like he's buried up to his knees, but that's his whole body.
well, and I think where he gets the beautiful, sweet voice is the fact that all he has to do is take a nice big breath and just relax, and all that
And he just let it all go out.
bagpipes close. Yes. Oh, enough. Who's the guy who did Aquaman? He's also Samoan, and he says, "Look."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, he is Jason, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
he says, man, let me tell you. He says, being Samoan and keeping the weight off is absolutely impossible. It's in their
I'm
DNA.
telling you. You know, they talk about the most obese people. I tell you what, the Isle of Samoa.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, you know, again, the football players that come out of Samoa, they are beasts.
Yeah.
They're huge. And the professional wrestlers that come out of Samoa are beasts and they're huge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, again, you got to feel sorry for the mothers in Samoa.
Well, you know, we were briefly talking about DNA. I think I told you we got. Anyway, I signed up for 23andMe. Now, for those of you who don't know what 23andMe is, it is where
That site.
it's what?
Sounds like one of those, you know, 23 and me.
23andMe. Oh,
Hey,
experiencing it.
what is 23 and me? I'm sorry.
All right, no. 23andMe is, and this is not a endorsement in any way, shape, or form, because, man, they are mucking expensive. You get a little tiny test tube type of thing, and you spit into this little tiny test tube thing up to a certain level, foam not included, and then you close off the cap, and there's this fluid that goes into the saliva, and what it'll do is neutralize it. You ship it off to them, and they will take the DNA and create longer strands so they can read it. So I got my results back while I was at the hospital with my daughter.
And you find out that you're related to the Queen of England
So,
or Napoleon.
Apparently, I'm like 91% Irish. I know, with the last name of Murphy, who knew? But I've got like German in me, which I knew. Sorry. They call it Irish English. Like they couldn't make a distinction. Now they did track my DNA back to, surprise, surprise, the county of Cork, which is exactly where all the Murphys come from. Surprise! I'm wondering how much of this is them guessing, and how much of them they're actually doing the DNA.
How much did it cost?
Oh, this I got the full package. It was about $200 or something like that.
There you go. Never mind.
Now-
Hey, like I said, Murphy? Yeah, he's from the Isle of Cork.
Okay, so here are some things that surprised me. I didn't get to read the whole thing because, you know. Number one, it says, apparently, I will not flush when I consume alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know something. I don't care how much alcohol I consume. I will always flush the toilet. Whether it's, you know, a drunken stupor or, you know, I'm at a friend's house. So I don't know how they're making this determination. The other thing they said was that I will not bald. I will not get a bald spot.
Liar.
Liar. Well, that one's wrong.
Well, let's see now. When you take that into account, remember the county of Cork or whatever.
Yeah. Ireland. The other thing they said was I won't get overweight. So someone's got to explain this tire around my waist.
Yes, sir.
The other thing, and this one I'm not sure about, and
It said all this stuff.
Yeah, it said. You know what else it said?
What?
It said I'm not black.
That was going to be my next question. I probably told you that brown spot that you keep telling me makes us related is now just a liver spot.
Well, they did say that there's 0.01% euro, maybe something. I don't know. They just kind of.
Aborigine.
So, the verdict is still out.
So you can now join. I think it was Elizabeth Warren who said that she was Cherokee or whatever. You can now stop telling that lie. Stop telling people that you're black and calling them bro and all that kind of stuff. Because now we know it.
Well, the other thing is I wanted to get into the deep medical part, and they won't let me click on it. They said I have to go through. Yeah, I have to go through a special tutorial.
Which, by the way, if you will just make sure you put your credit card number in here, we'll let you see the rest of the story.
No. What they're trying to say is like, look, hey, we want to let you know that there might be stuff in here.
Tell everybody else about all the other things about you. Again, that you're going to be a fat slob and bald, and
carrier status,
and you're never going to flush the toilet again.
Health press. That was so. Say what?
I tell you what, it's like, sign me right up. Let me just tick away this $200 so that you can go ahead and just run that down and go, we got another one back.
Let's see.
And that's another sign that you have too much disposable income.
Well, no. No. Wait. I didn't pay for this.
Who paid for it? Oh,
the company did.
Oh, the company did.
The company did. Yeah, it's a part of the whole health thing. So,
you know what? I didn't have you any other options. I mean, I know you got a watch and such, but didn't they have something else that you could get instead of this load of bull?
No, it's interesting. I'm gonna look. What the heck? I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. No, I don't want that one. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. We weren't done yet.
I'm sorry. Look, I've gotten this point and this far in my life without knowing some of the mysteries of life. I don't think going without the rest of them is going to bother me anymore.
I know. Well, that's the other thing.
That's because you are the guy. Mm-hmm. You're the guy who can make a microwave story last for 25 minutes and actually be entertained by it. Well, I, on the other hand, am stuck watching 22-minute cartoons because my attention span is that short.
Yeah, well, stand by, buddy. So, as I told you, we visited the hospital last night.
The hospital.
Or as they say in England, to hospital. They go. He went. How do I say it? He went to. They went to hospital.
In hospital.
No, they go, and he went off. He went to hospital. Like it's like a it's an adjective.
It's a destination.
Yeah, it's an adjective. Like they don't say vacation. They say holiday. He's on holiday. Yeah. He's on holiday. Okay. Anyway, so that I'm gonna get a bill
eventually.
Okay. I mean, you gotta think about it. You're in there. We were just barely. Well, we got finally released at about 1:30 in the morning. Everything's fine, like I said. But if you think about it, it's probably going to be in the range of
$1,100.
Oh, more than that, man. We're in Frednick's.
How many tests did they run?
Huh?
How many tests did they run, and how many bottles of fluid? Because it's like each bottle of fluid that they pumped into her is probably going to cost you $1,000.
So she got an IV.
1,000
because they do that automatically.
500
and they drew off like I don't know enough to bleed out a Labrador.
$300 more for blood test.
Yeah, and then there were like 6 people who came in to visit.
I would say you're probably now at about 2,400.
Yep. So it's basically, if you will, it's like the most expensive hotel you've ever stayed at in your entire life. There was no HBO. There was no porn. There was no little refrigerator with alcohol in it.
That's right. No little mini fridge.
Yeah.
And no hookers. I mean,
it was the biggest ripoff.
And you know what? It was legal.
And not only that, but you couldn't get any sleep because they come in every 5 minutes. Oh, we can check your vitals.
Dan, listen, I'm going to tell you this story. Now, 5 years ago, I was in the hospital when I lost my foot.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in the hospital for 62 days, when I came out, I was so rest broken because every 2 hours, here comes somebody, I got to check your blood or I got to check your vitals and asking me, what's your name? What's your date of birth? I mean, those are the two things. I had gotten to the point where I could actually recite those in my sleep. Blah, 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 blah. So, but every 2 hours, there would be somebody coming in and sticking me in the arm. And it's like, oh God, it's like there was one nurse. Now, my mom was a nurse. My daughter's mother is a nurse. And so I know how to do an injection. This chick, I knew I was in trouble because she said, I'm really good at this. Famous last words, man. I mean, she went in there and I mean, she hit and the vein rolled and I saw it roll. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Boom. And did it again. It's like I finally said to her, give me that needle. And I actually did it myself.
No way.
Yes. They had collapsed all my veins in my arm. But when I came out of the hospital, my left arm looked like Popeye.
Oh my gosh. Well, they want to make sure you didn't get into any habits,
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, it's like, you know what? Now I'll tell you about bad things about myself. I have imbibed in that once because I wanted to know, if you want to know something, you just go to the source. Nah. Like I said, my dad was a heroin addict, and I tell this story proudly because, like I say, I became something in spite of him.
Yeah.
And I would watch him as he would go and get into the nod, and it's like, and he starts scratching himself, and it's like you talk to him, and you go,
wow.
I
didn't know that.
It's like, so I thought, well, let me find out what all this is about. Now, kids, I'm telling you, I tell you, if you believe nothing else that comes out of this show, don't. It is never going to be worth it. And with the geniuses that we've got now being street pharmacologists, they're adding so many great things that guess what? The grand prize, you can die.
Yeah, there's nothing there for you guys. Yeah,
Oh,
stick to alcoholic beverages and pot. Yeah,
yeah, that's it, man. It's like you don't see anybody killing anybody, and it's like
great.
yeah,
It's great. All right.
So listen, are you going to take a break here? Because I got some stuff to read about.
I was going to do a break here if that's okay with you.
Well, no, I'm going to give you this thought first.
All right, go ahead.
What's the one thing that we talked about last year that just that finally just got under my skin? I could break it. You actually sent me a picture of all these products. Guess what's back?
The Cheerio aisle and the Oreo aisle, and of course, every time I took a picture of
Frosted Flakes,
pumpkin spice frosted flakes.
I kid you not, they're on store shelves now. Pumpkin spice frosted flakes.
Now a part of this complete breakfast.
They're
great.
Thank goodness for this break. Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade
Turn your pot
Mayson
down.
Show.
sorry. Oh, you want me to turn my pot up? You want me to turn the volume down?
Stop it.
Today in history, August 11th, 3114 BC. We see the Mesoamerican long count calendar, first established by the Mayans. Yes, those annoying Mayans who said the end of the world was coming. Yet we're still here. 1919. The Constitution of the Weimar Republic is established. How those Weimarammers ever wrote anything with those waggly tails, I'll never know. 1929. Babe Ruth becomes the first baseball player to hit 500 home runs in a career. Apparently that was a big thing back then. 1960. Chad declares independence. No word from Tom, Dick, or Harry. And finally, 1984, United States President Ronald Reagan, while running for re-election, jokes on the Saturday afternoon National Public Radio address. He says, regarding the Soviet Union, we begin bombing in 5 minutes. The Soviet Union didn't think it was funny. I'm Dan Mayson, and that's August 11th. Yeah,
Hot Girl Pizza, I'm Heidi. Here's your Hot Girl Pizza as you ordered.
thanks. Wait a minute. I ordered pepperoni.
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. The last guy's order got this order messed up too. He got pepperoni pizza and he ordered cheese. That'll be $32.50.
They're not exactly the brightest penny in the bunch, but God, aren't they lovely?
Hi, it's me, Heidi, your Hot Girl Pizza girl.
You were just here like 4 minutes ago.
Oh my God, you're right. I thought you had a twin brother. How was your pepperoni pizza?
You gave it to the other guy, remember? I got the plain cheese.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, bye. Hot Girl Pizza, it's me, Heidi. Here's your Hot Girl Pizza as you ordered.
Oh, say, great. Hey, wait a minute. This looks like DiGiorno.
I know, right? So I was going to deliver the pizza, but I got a call from my boyfriend who told me his best friend's girlfriend had car trouble and he had to help him. And then he ran into his old girlfriend who was from out of town, who he said was recently got BD 2 years ago. Can you believe it? After 2 years? So he said he needed to help her move some boxes in her new apartment. My boyfriend is so nice that way, so I promised I was going to get them some pizza from the store, but the store hadn't opened yet, so I gave him yours, and then I stopped to go get you some DiGiorno. Just follow the directions on the box. It'll be $32.50.
Not a bright penny in the bunch of them. But you're gonna love Hot Girl Pizza Delivery. Hot Girl Pizza, coming to an area near you.
When you're feeling low and you don't know what to do. When you're feeling low and you don't know what to do. Just in the groove. Don't let nothing bother you. I ain't good looking and I don't have waist long hair. I ain't good looking and I don't have waist long hair. But my mother gave me something will take me anywhere.
Oh, the car.
I may be big, but baby, have no fear.
Big women need love too.
I may be big, but baby, have no fear.
So do Samoans.
Arms look like they're full of
I can
cookie
climb
dough.
a hill without shifting gear.
Yeah, right. It's a big struggle.
Rockin' jet to rock, rubber ball of rose takes a long tall daddy satisfy my soul. Daddy rocks me with that steady roll.
Yeah, you got that jelly roll.
My daddy rocks me with that steady roll.
Yeah, that's what he called it. His steady
Do
roll.
you wanna jump, children?
Oh,
Do you wanna jump, children? Do you wanna jump, children?
Stop him where?
Do you wanna jump, children?
No.
Do you wanna jump, children?
No,
Jump, 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 jump. Do you wanna ride, children?
Yeah,
Do
baby.
you wanna ride, children?
Oh, yeah,
Do
get down.
you wanna ride, children?
Ride him like a
Do
horse.
you wanna ride, children? Do you wanna ride, children?
We'll get
Ride,
25 to 30 votes for that.
ride.
You swinging, baby.
It's just so wonderful.
Yeah, you got to get up, hip cat. 2350. Woo. Oh. Get the funky with it. Remember, Dan Mayson doesn't push the tail. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Sadly, we must now return you to to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey-oh. Hey-oh.
Daylight
Come
coming
on,
and
want to go home.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mason Show.
All right. So
We're going to get in all kinds of trouble this week. I can already tell, man.
oh yeah, that was let me go back over here. That was Big Maybelline.
Yes, sir.
You know who that was? Okay. And that was oh shoot, what did I do that here? Where's my little hold on. I'm so professional here. No, that's the
Big Maybelline. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that was the and the International Sweethearts of Rhythm doing Jump Children in commemoration of International Sons and Daughters Day. I'm going to get a notification from the ever-widening world of YouTube letting me know that, I'm sorry, we're going to have to share the revenue of that.
As long as they cut 2 checks in the process. All right. So,
yeah, one to themselves and one to the other people.
yeah. Before we went into the break, I was talking about this pumpkin spice frosted flakes.
Yeah.
Now, does that not just sound like something that will make you regurgitate just thinking about putting it in your mouth?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
That's pretty nasty.
I am so sick, and I have gone through this rant before. Stop monkeying with products.
Mm-hmm.
Cheerios are those little light brown round circles. That's all a Cheerio is. It has no sugar on it. It has no chocolate on it. It has no fruit on it. It's oats. Ooh, I hear diddy. How come I'm hearing that?
Well, you're busy talking, so I thought I'd give you some background music.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the latest news about foodstuffs and things that they're changing. Bush Beer,
Bush beer.
beer drinker. They're launching a limited edition beer to celebrate latte season.
What is it?
Latte season.
Oh, like the drink, like coffee.
Like a latte that you get from Starbucks.
Coffee. Yeah.
Okay. Bush Latte is going to be available in Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. And there are places that you don't want to go when they decide to launch this. The only thing different about the beer, I'm told, is going to be its packaging. But it's called Latte.
What about East and West Dakota?
I
I know you mentioned North and South. Why wouldn't they deliver it to East and West Dakota?
Because they have even less than North Dakota. All right, let's see here. Next thing. Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
Yeah, they're... All right, what's the best part of Lucky Charms?
The marshmallow treats.
Yeah, the marshmallow treats. That's right. Well, Fox News says the Lucky Charms is going to begin selling bags of their famous marshmallows.
Oh.
They've increased the size and made them bigger and puffier. Now, that's not a Lucky Charms marshmallow.
Nope.
Bigger and puffy is not. They've got like a little candy feel to them.
If you want bigger and puffy, we got a Samoan we can...
Yes, like I say, you can get Jet Puff all day long.
He's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, you're right. That and the Michelin Man put together. Anyway, they're charging $1.50 a bag that are going to go on sale next month.
Wow. How many you get to buy?
None. Because if I want puffy, fluffy marshmallows, they have Jet Puff. Let's see here. All right, so let's see here. You know, one of my other gripes about society is the fact that with all the creative minds they have in Hollywood and in Canada and all over the world, they can't come up with any new programs. Last week, do you know what rebooted?
The Twilight Zone.
No, well, that too, but Beverly Hills 90210. Now, first off, I didn't watch this garbage when it was on the first time.
I think we should reboot Gilligan's Island. What do you think? Skipper!
As soon as Bob Denver and Alan Hale can make it, and Jim Backus and Marjorie Main, as soon as they can all come back, then I say, let's do the reboot of Gilligan's Island.
Let's see.
You know, again, the fact is that...
Gilligan's dead.
Yeah.
Alan Hale is still alive.
No, he is not.
No, hold on. All right, hold on. Is this another Mandela effect thing? Let's see.
Nope, he's dead.
Did he just recently die? Let's
Nope.
see.
He's been dead a while.
Anybody else not dead?
Let's see. Jim Backus is dead.
Oh yeah, he died a long time ago.
And Marjorie, whatever her name is, she's dead. Because the professor just died recently.
That's who I'm probably thinking of.
So yes, and the professor died recently. So it's only Marianne and Ginger.
Yeah.
And Ginger, boy, she looks like woo, woo, yow, woo.
She's got a lot of shoe leather there.
Oh man, that's like, yes, sir. You got a cow and a half there, buddy.
Yeah.
So 3.8 million people watched the return of Beverly Hills 90210 on Wednesday night. And I have no idea why, because there's nothing. Number one, like I say, Luke Perry's dead.
Okay.
There you go. There goes the show right there.
Oh, man. You ruined it.
I'm sorry. All right, listen, Cuba Gooding Jr.
I know him.
He's going to have to stand trial.
Why? What did he do this time?
He groped a woman. The woman is accusing him of grabbing her chest at a restaurant without her permission. The woman told cops that Gooding was drunk at the time of the assault. Like I said, I can't remember the last time I said, "Can I grab your chest?" And she said yes.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah.
So if she's not going to.
Well, have you asked? Maybe. Never mind. Anyway. Maybe they've had some of that delicious Coors, mocha flavored, whatever the heck it is.
Latte.
Latte.
Pumpkin spice frosted flakes.
Oh, man. Hey, before we get too dark into the evilness. Stop it.
I told you that you can't use that anymore.
Okay. I want to say our host, our sponsor.
That's the word.
I see something. I-C-E-Y something. SOMETHIN. Drop off that G to save some money. And then the word icy again.com. Shaved ice treats all summer long and into the fall, because you know what? It's really good on all times. Birthday parties, corporate events, fundraisers, church socials, whatever. They'll come to you. They have a nice big truck. They'll shave the ice, put the flavors on that you want. And yeah, it's a nice treat. 804-617-8827. That's 804-617-8827. So you don't forget, call 804-617-8827. That number once again, 804-617-8827.
What's that number again?
804-617-8827. 804-617-8827.
What are the last four numbers?
8827, 8827, 8827, 8827, 8827.
Oh, what's the rest of the number now? I only got 8827.
804-617-8827. You know what the great thing about doing radio is? You can rattle off those numbers and it'll sound exactly the same as it did the first 16 times.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, give Sheila Keenan a call. Tell her you heard about her on the Slade and Mayson show. You know why?
And it to YouTube, it's like, that means that we'll have at least 9 people listening because we love you.
Yeah, you're right. By the way, Tina Louise is the last surviving regular cast member.
No, she is not.
According to
Ginger and Marianne are both alive.
According to the internet, and YouTube, it never lies. And let's see, Tina Louise. Let me click. Regular. No, wait a minute. She was a regular. Why do they? This is, man, that's not good. Let's see, Donna Wells. Is she? Okay, I see what we've got.
Yes, they are
she
still
the
alive.
Last surviving. Okay, all right. Now what? Oh yeah, that's right.
What? That's right.
Okay, so as you know, the company I work for allowed me to purchase things for my health. And one of which was the 23andMe. We talked about that. And the Apple Watch. I think we talked about that last time, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also purchased 2 additional items. One was a camping tent that is humongous. It seats 8. Okay? You can have 8 people sleeping in there. And I also purchased a 22-speed bicycle that I was going to, make use of. So my son and I put together started to put together the tent, which was made in, let's see, Bangladesh. That's right. It was made in Bangladesh. And we rolled the whole thing out. And I said, did you want to look at the instructions? No. These all go together the same way. And I said, okay. All right. He's put hundreds of these things together, scout that he is. And we got rolled out. He says, now remember, this is where the flash goes. And you fold this up like a sandwich. Okay. And this goes into thirds. Okay. This goes into thirds. Okay. Great. So we're unboxing the whole thing. And then there's an area where they have what are called tent poles. Okay. And it used to be you'd have to go find all the tent poles and match up A to B, C to D, E to F. And they said, forget it. What they've done is they run an elastic band through the tent poles so that you just unfold them and they all snap together. Well, he unfolded, I unfolded mine. I got this nice long, 30-foot long assembly. He pulled his out, and the whole thing's going ching, 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 ching. All the pieces are dropping to the ground. I said, well, I guess those are extras. And he says, no, because here's the other end of the cord. So what I did was I looked at the package. The package tells you, don't return this to the store. Call this 800 number on the inside of the box. So I call the 800 number, and it says, thank you for calling. Press 1 if you're over 50 years old. We have a special offer for you. If you're not over 50 years old, just hit the star button on your beep. Thank you. We're going to get you to a technician in just a few moments. Now, if you have anxiety and you'd like to beep. If you have nervous leg syndrome, beep. Do you drink more than 2 cups of coffee a day? Beep. How many alcoholic drinks? Beep. If you live in the Northwest, you can press beep. I'm forget this. Now, hung up. Turns out that's the wrong telephone number. on the inside. And this is printed on every single tent in America. So all you people are stuck in the middle of Colorado, or you're in the Grand Canyon and you're trying to put the tent together and you got the wrong number. Wow. I got some bad news for you. So I called the right number, and they said, thank you for calling the company of where the tent is manufactured. If you'd like to speak to us, press 1. Beep. If you'd like to speak in Spanish, press 2. I'm like, oh my gosh. So it was going through yet another rigmarole. So you know what I did? I did exactly what the package told me not to do. We folded it all back up, and we took it back to the store. Got all my money back. Then we came home, and there's the box with the bicycle. Now, there were only 2 things I purchased at that store. One was the tent, and one was the bicycle. I returned the tent yesterday. Now I have the bicycle. And so we took the bicycle out of its box, which was made in China. Just thought I'd mention that real quick. And, that's the other thing I want to mention. Something
it had a 25% surcharge on it.
I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But we took it out of the box, and it was kind of like, you get a fresh new Rubik's Cube, and then you start messing with it, and the whole thing just kind of, you'll never get that sucker back together. Well, this is the same thing. When you slide this bicycle out of the box, you're sitting there going, how in God's name did they get this into this tiny little box?
Because you'll never get it back in there.
Never get it back in there. So I did what any red-blooded American did. I pulled out my smartphone, and I took pictures of everything that was connected to this assembly. And then we started snipping all the cords, and we got the whole thing out, and it took about 25, 30 minutes. There were directions, but by the time you get the stupid thing out, it's just a waste of time. But got it all the way out, put the thing together. The front tire was the last thing to go on. We put that on. And
In 300 years' time, I, Thomas Twining, shall create a delectable tea that'll have us all slumbering like wee little babes.
wait.
Is that you?
I miss those days.
Yes, it is.
Is it? What the heck? Let me close this out.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was just sitting here.
Oh, God.
That was weird. Anyway, I thought that was you. All right.
No,
so
not I.
you gotta love computers. So so we got the bicycle on, and I got the front wheel on, and tighten this one. Oh, got to tighten that one. That's a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Got it nicely centered, and all of a sudden you look, and it goes wobble, 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 wobble. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me! It had a bent rim.
Bent rim, yeah.
So guess what I had to do?
Had to take the bent rim.
Had to take the bent.
store.
No.
You bent it up yourself?
No. I took pictures. So there was an 800 number to call. I've been burned once. So we put it all back together. We put the straps back in, slid the whole thing back into the box, and guess what I'll be doing today?
Putting it all back together so you can take it back to the store.
Yep, it's all back together. We got the whole thing back into the box. So we are taking that back to the store. That will go back to the store. Yeah. So word of advice, never. And here's the other funny thing. You have this humongous box. Okay. This box is about 4.5, 5 feet wide, and it's about 3-4 feet tall. Okay, I mean, it doesn't weigh that much because it's modern technology, lightweight vehicle, bike thing. But it tells you right on the box, and the box is only about 6.5 inches wide. 6.5 inches wide, but it's as large as a widescreen TV.
Yep,
and
exactly.
It tells you.
And everything is just nicely packed, tight, right in there. It's like it is a jigsaw puzzle that nobody knows the answer to.
Now, here's the funny thing. Right on the side of the box, it says, "Do not lie on its side." Now, do you think UPS is going to stop at every point and read that?
Mm-mm.
Do you think that it's just going to go through a packaging facility and make its way however it makes its way?
No, because it's not going to stand up.
It's not going to stand up.
That boy and throw that thing around.
That's right. It was probably the base for some like 67,000 boxes, and that is where the bent rim came into play. You can't.
Somebody took a forklift and decided to lift that thing up, and crunk, there's the end.
Heck yeah. So, word of advice: if you're a bicycle manufacturer, come up with something else because they're going to lay that. Yeah, they're going to lay that sucker flat. So
no, send them pre-assembled. Don't even bother. Just be able to pick it right off the shelf and get it.
It was about 99% pre-assembled. The only thing I had to do was put the seat on, handlebars, and the front wheel. That's it.
All you had to do.
All you had to do there.
Yeah, there it is.
That's what happened.
You were about to say something about the surcharges?
Yes. So the funny thing is, when I went to return the tent, now we're talking July 21st, I think it was, that I made the purchase. And here it is. It was August 10th. Surcharges had already kicked in because I paid $111 for the tent. The tent I was returning, if I wanted to purchase it brand new, was now $155.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Just that quick. That quick. Yeah. So, gang.
We're going to have some tough times this fall.
Gang, get ready. So, unless you're manufacturing stuff in your backyard, yeah, those tariffs are going to be coming fast and furious.
All right, now I want to change the subject because I want to test your knowledge. We had a good time talking about, who is still dead from Gilligan's Island.
Oh.
I got a test for you here, Dan.
Okay.
Ready? All right. We all know the character names. Thurston Howell III, blah, blah, blah. Or do we? We know that Jim Backus was Thurston Howell III, the millionaire.
Yes, Gilligan. Fine boy.
You know what Alan Hale was the captain, but did you ever know his name?
Skipper.
No,
his name is Skipper.
No, his name is the Skipper Jonas Grumby.
Yeah. Skipper.
But you never heard him called Jonas or Grumby or any of that.
So
All
how are we supposed to know that?
Natalie Schaefer. Again, do you know her name on the show?
Yeah.
What
That's Skipper, Mary, Ginger.
No, Natalie Schaefer.
That was Lovey. Sorry.
Okay, but do you know what her name was? Yes, Thurston always called her Lovey.
Lovey. Fine. Get another gin and tonic, please.
Her name was Eunice Lovey Wentworth Howell.
Lovey.
Eunice Lovey Wentworth Howell. Funny story about the other folks. Like, check it out. Do you know Bob Denver?
Yeah, I have all his albums.
No, he wasn't related to John.
Yeah.
But again, do you know what his name was?
Gilligan.
Right, but do you know what his first name was?
Oh, Gilligan.
No, his first
No,
name.
it's Gilligan.
Willie.
No, it's Gilligan.
No, Willie.
No, it's Gilligan.
I'm not going to argue with you on this because it's like I'm looking right at it. All right, hey, okay. How about, do you know Russell Johnson?
Oh, yeah.
He was the professor.
He was in all the sci-fi movies, too.
And what was his name on the show?
Bob.
Well,
hey, Fab.
He was known as Roy Hinckley, Ph.D.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, here we go. We only got two characters left. They're the only two that are alive. Tina Louise. She's 79 years old. Do you know what her name character was on the show?
Tina Louise. Yeah, that's Ginger.
Yeah, but Ginger what?
Gingerbread cookie.
No, she could have worked on the Mary Tyler Moore show. Her name was Ginger Grant.
Oh, Mr. Okay, so.
And Dawn Wells is 75 years old. And, she was Mary Ann.
She's 80.
You know her last name?
She's 80, by the way.
Already? Oh, this
1938. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, 81. Yeah. Okay. She was
She what?
Mary Ann Summers.
Mary Ann Summers.
And you know that the difference between the theme song from the first season and the second season?
Yeah.
Because in the first season, it was, Gilligan and the rest.
And now it's
then they added Mary Ann and Professor too.
Professor and Mary Ann here on Gilligan's Isle.
Oh man, listen, like I say, so we've taken you all up and down memory lane. We're getting ready for school.
Now here's the problem. There's a young generation out there who's sitting there going, "What's Gilligan's Island?" I'm not kidding.
No, they're not.
No, yes, they are.
I'll tell you, the show has never gone off the air. It's still running in syndication. So this generation's going to know who Gilligan is. They may not know who the president of the United States is, but they're going to know who Gilligan is.
Do you realize there's only 98 episodes? There was only 3 years of it.
Yeah, and like I say, it's gone on for the last 50 years.
Mm-hmm. And of course, there were the films. They had the films.
Yes, Return and Rescue From and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah,
Yeah. Yeah, rescue.
Hey, I got one more thing for you. You know, you have all this extra income and you're just wasting it on 10. Hey, by the way, send your partner some of it. But if you've got much to look at, there is a 250 million year old volcano that is for sale in Devon, England. Posbury Clump is inactive and it's selling. You can get it for a steal, only 60 grand. The 500-foot volcano surrounded by 5 acres of trees. And there are several homes on the property. But there you go. You can buy your own volcano, and there you are. Live the life of islandry.
Islandry? Is that the word?
I just made it up. Shut up.
Okay. Hey, guess what?
Oh, man, we burned up another one.
Sorry. Wah, wah, wah.
I think I used 1 page of my stuff this week.
I didn't even have stuff.
Oh, you ladies and gentlemen, you just don't know. It's like before we go on the air, it's like he's listening to some really weird stuff, trying to find the next microwave story.
I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained as long as I can. They're all sitting there with gaped mouths going, what's he going to say next? How can he possibly embarrass himself even more than last week?
And somehow or another, we find a way. We are just too damn good at it.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right, gang. We'll see you all next week. We'll see you August 18th.
August 8th. Is it the 8th?
Yeah, we'll be live at the Jiffy Lube Center. No, we won't.
I forgot to tell you, I'm on vacation this week at my other place.
Oh, well, guess what? We'll be here next week, gang.
So it's like, if you miss JD Slade, you know what you got to do. You got to listen. Tell your friends. We're on YouTube now.
Bye, all.
Bye, Dan.
I had a Chrysler that sounded like that.
I had a girlfriend that sounded like that. Okay, it's almost time to stop you in front of it. Because I got a few more.
Shh. That's what it sounded like when it broke down. Oh, gosh. Bye, y'all.